now joining us from the Ursula Show. Ursula Reutin, whose job was to stay up all night watching the Grammys in her pajamas.
I wasn't even in my pajamas. I even stayed up way beyond. You know what? I wish I'd worn a sequin gown because it was worthy of that.
It is fun to see the fashion.
Oh, it was fun to see the fashion, but this was a night where the music reigned supreme, and so did women.
Yes.
And it was very focused on the women who had a banner year when it came to music, and I loved every single minute of it.
I got chills when I heard Tracy Chapman made an appearance. She's so quiet.
So
she's
yes. So
and to see her tearing up a little bit while she sang.
I was bawling.
I know.
Because she partnered with Luke Combs, who I'm not a big country music fan, but that guy is full of talent, and he gave so much respect to her. Mm-hmm. And the audience was just mesmerized. I mean, just if you want to hear just a little bit more of that, because I can't get enough of it. But I mean, what was it, 1988 when that was a hit? Mm-hmm. And you barely have heard from her.
I think it was just last year that he brought it back.
Yes,
yeah,
and it's been a huge hit for him. But also, it was a big night. Taylor Swift, of course, yes. She made history. So she won now her 4th Grammy for Album of the Year. She also took a moment when she won, I think it was Best Pop Song of the Year. She took that time to announce to all her crazy fans, I'm included now, that she has a new album coming up.
How does she keep pumping out music?
I don't know.
Because she's writing that music, that she's part of that composing, she's unstoppable.
Exactly. But the other one, Billie Eilish, did you watch Barbie?
Yeah.
Did you like the movie Barbie?
I love the movie.
I love the movie Barbie. So she won for What Was I Made For?
As
she also won. She won Song of the Year. And then Miley Cyrus.
She was fun.
Okay.
She was having a good time.
If you don't look, there's 2 things that you need to watch. Actually 3. The Tracy Chapman and Luke Combs, Joni Mitchell, which I'll get to in a second. But Miley Cyrus, who, if you aren't, where she was married to Liam, right?
I
was like,
one of the Hemsworth brothers.
Right, exactly. One of the brothers. And apparently it was a really bad breakup.
It was everywhere last Valentine's Day.
Oh my gosh, she was calling out people. But when I say she looked hot, she looked hot.
I know.
I mean, she was just, it was almost like, Dave, am I making you uncomfortable?
No, I just think of her as a kid still.
Yeah,
I know. It's like Hannah Montana is gone.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a woman who, then she kind of brought in some Tina Turner-like moves.
I know. I was like, how is there nothing jiggling on that body? I'm jealous.
Okay,
she looks good.
Chris is just like,
fit.
Okay, wait a minute.
She's fit.
Yeah, she's very fit. She's been working on that. But the other thing, too, is at 80 years old, Joni Mitchell came out with Brandi Carlile. And I didn't realize this was the first time she was performing at the Grammys. And do you remember that? Both sides
Oh, yeah.
now. Okay, well,
Clouds.
so here's a little bit of it.
I looked at love from both sides now.
Okay, well, I didn't give you enough because she sang that, and again, teary-eyed. She did it with Brandi Carlile, Seattle's own, who's one of my favorites. And Dave, you and I could appreciate this because right now, this whole passage of time, people, it's like in the forefront of my mind.
Well, that song is my college years, right? I mean, Joni Mitchell, I've got Joni Mitchell albums on
there you go.
vinyl still.
Okay,
so,
and
yeah.
here she is, 80 years old. She's had some serious health battles.
Had an aneurysm that
Yes.
rendered her unable to speak for a long time. So to be up
Exactly,
on stage with her cane, because she also suffered from polio, and singing, it did feel like almost going to church because you saw Beyonce and you saw Meryl Streep and everybody was just still and teary-eyed. Like she is the voice for everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's incredible.
Yes, there was a woman who her husband used his time when he won an award. That would be JC, who called out the awards folks for like, hey, I've got the wife, Beyonce, who has won the most Grammys and yet has never won a Best Album award. I was wondering if he was going to have his. We're going to talk about that on the G and Ursula show. I was wondering if he was going to have his own Kanye moment.
Yeah, Kanye,
it didn't happen.
That's good.
But I'll also say that Trevor Noah was fantastic as
great.
the host.